right, and we're back, and just the atmosphere here is great. The whole atmosphere with all of these guys is great, and I'm so delighted to see all of them sitting here. So as we go through this, we're going through what's called a progression of life, because you go through your progression, your maturity, your regression, and to show how I made it here to this point to meet and still be alive. Thank you, Lord. The gentleman who I grew up with right now, Wes Johnson. Now, Wes, you had a Beatles haircut.
Oh, yeah.
And you had those little Levi jeans we used to run around in, and we get our butts beat because we take rotten apples, put them on a stick, and we throw them at cars. Not knowing that as you do, and it's a small town, so it's like, we saw those kids up on the hill. One of them was black, so that really narrowed it down. And then the two little hippie kids, that's the boom kid.
First of all, we came in from out of town. But they knew who we were, but we were out of towners, and you were like the only black kid in town, so we stuck out like sore thumbs. Everybody else in town had like crew cuts or skinheads.
Oh yeah,
we're running out there with long hair and flare pants. Phyllis around, and we became fast friends. I guess when you don't fit in anywhere else, but you fit in with each other, we created our own club.
Had our own little everything. That hillside, that whole little neighborhood was our kingdom, wasn't it?
It was, and it was huge at the time. Everything seemed like the world was so wide open. You go back there now, and it's like a postage stamp. But at the time, everything was so wide open. We had train tracks we'd run on. I still remember your grandfather. The one image that sticks in my mind of his grandfather is taking a pitchfork out to your big open fire, catching a huge snake.
That's right.
This thing up, and we're like, what? And he's got this snake on a pitchfork writhing around, and he just takes it and tosses it into a fire in the flames, and we're like, whoa, holy. That's respect right there.
Yeah. That's all he was only doing. Yeah, that was, you're talking 1970, 71 when we were 10, 11 years old.
Yeah.
Now, the one thing I do remember is we would try to run from your brother.
I knew you were going to take care of him. So did you regularly?
It was faster than Wes. So I'd have to run and then wait for Wes, and Ricky would catch up. Now, Wes's brother Ricky, he's going to be he's on our showcase. May 28th, 29th, I have a big showcase venue called the Bourbon and Beer Country Showcase. And Ricky
Johnson Band who's been doing music for years. The thing is, we all went off to do our own things, I mean, Phil goes off to become this incredible running back and has been doing so many wonderful things over the years, known by so many people as coach, but you've done so many different things. I'm like a jack of all trades. Rick is like a jack. The thing is, you MacGyver your way through life. You know what I mean? A lot of people say, well, I'm going to be this and I'll be just this one thing. No. Have yourself a goal. Set yourself a goal. Have an idea of what you're working towards, and then let the river carry you to wherever it's going to go.
That's how we reconnected, actually. 3 years ago when I moved back in this area, I got in contact with Wes. Of course, at the time I didn't know, and I'm letting everybody know.
Before then.
Yes, we did.
Back in Alexandria at Southern Towers, and we were standing right next to each other, and we hadn't seen each other in what? Since we were kids. Since we were kids.
You didn't realize it?
We didn't realize we were. I was waiting for something. It was at Southern Towers, and I was outside the building you lived in because I lived in a different one. Well, I was waiting for somebody, and I'm sitting there, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, we're talking, and I just sort of, and I don't know why I did, but just like, Phil? And you're like, what? How do I know this guy? And we started talking, and suddenly it was like, wow. The years just disappeared.
We haven't seen each other since you moved up, and now he moved to Kingwood. Now, we're going to chop it up, huh, Taylor, my daughter? I got a young rebel daughter that teaches me this young slang. So anyway, Wes's family moved to Kingwood. what happened when you moved to Kingwood?
We got beat up regularly. When I first got to Kingwood,
So refreshing to hear.
it's really nice. The sensitive kid who comes to town with the long hair, loves the rock and roll, loves the acting and Star Trek and stage and all this stuff. And all these guys out there, nice to see you. Yeah, let me tell you something. Kids in the 6th grade who have steel-toed boots in the 6th grade, and they're all like, they introduce you being class, I'd like to introduce you to Wesley. And they say, okay, so we go in, and they take us around the back. Come on, we want to talk to you. You know, welcome here at the playground. Go around the side. Next thing you know, about 6 or 7 guys grab you by the arms and legs, stretch out. Everybody takes turns kicking you in the neck, face, groin. I mean, welcome to neighborhood. You're lucky you lived through all this stuff. And the thing is, Phil, in order to survive, had to survive this town to do the things that he was going to do in life. To be able to find who you are, stay true to who you are, when you have people who brutally try to oppress that, is very difficult. Very difficult. You know, they'd be very surprised to know that I've been happily married for 30 years, have 3 full-grown kids when they were pretty certain that I was absolutely gay because I loved theater. You know, but that's the thing, you can't label anybody. I am a huge ally to the LGBTQ people. I've been in a John Waters movie. You know, I've done all sorts of things. I've done stage, I've done film, I've done radio, television. The thing is, you do the things that you love. And if you let people who are the kind of people who are going to take you behind the school and kick you in the face and and that's just the physical side of it. There's the spiritual side of it as well. If you let them win, if you let them shut you down, then you lose. And the thing that I loved about Philip, and the thing that he continues to do to this day, is he realizes that light does not cast a shadow. Light dispels shadow. So never let somebody dim your flame.
You're right.
Sorry, I mean,
No. I'm gonna tell you.
After that.
Here's the thing about it. We take the good with the bad. It's the way it is. Yeah, we don't need them anymore.
We don't need these anymore.
Thank you, Suzette. Don't try. You come on in here. I know we have a waitress. It's okay. It's all right. Say hello to everybody. Say hello. Say hi. All right. Listen.
Welcome to the deli.
I talk about the good with the bad because I'm going to talk about this because I'm going to tell you something. You look around this table and to the untrained eye, you see the cover of a book without opening it up. See, to the untrained eye, you see a white dude, black, he looks like a young thief rapper or whatever, and some old white guy. And you know, and me, but no, it's not like that. Once you open the book, there is so much to each person, and that's why they're here, because they don't mind talking about the color. See, last month with Black History Month, the quietest month I ever had on my show.
Was it?
Yeah, and I did a Black History thing every show, and nobody made a comment. But the first of this month, it's National Women's Month. People are like, are you going to do something for National Women's Month? Not that there's anything wrong with that. Not that there's anything wrong with that. And now we will be right back after this because we're getting more food and I want to hug somebody. So we'll talk to you all in a minute. Hang it up. My man Ernie made it.
Hey, got another one. We're gonna get.
Ernie's mom got taken to
I think we're gonna
my
make
ambulance.
room for him.
Yeah,
Good morning. I didn't know he was going to be here.
Hey, how are you?
This is Julius Hawkins.
How you doing?
Dane Work.
Dane Work. Nice to meet you.
Wes Johnson.
How you doing?
Just in time because we're doing a child